interrogated and threatened and once even begged. Sometimes, when he thinks she is asleep, he prays aloud. He is confrontational with God. One of the nurses breezes by, depositing 2 cans of orange juice on the table. More of that maddening courtesy. Snacks for the spouse as well as the patient, unasked. For a moment, neither Claire nor Wesley moves, and then she begins to unwrap herself from the blanket. "Don't," he says. "I'll get them." "Wesley," she says, "the cans have pull rings on top." He can't manage pull rings. He fumbles with one anyway, his skewed fingers unable to get enough purchase on the ring to lift it. His face doesn't betray him. Sometimes Claire thinks he trained all the expressions out of his face when he was working at the prison, but she watches the skin over his swollen knuckles blanch and knows it hurts him. "Wesley, please." The can slips from between his fingers and clatters against the tile, rolls under her chair. He leans forward to pick it up, but stops halfway, bent, eyes in shadow. Claire reaches from beneath the blanket and puts her hand on his bowed head, brushes his hair back from his forehead. It's reddish blonde, a color more suited to a little boy than a grown man. "Leave it," she tells him. "It tastes tinny anyway." Claire hopes that when Wesley dies, it will be quick. Heart attack, stroke, aneurysm. She cannot imagine him with a lingering illness like this one, cannot imagine him subjecting himself to the doctors and nurses, bearing whatever necessary pain they might inflict. Not after the riot. It is always the 2 of them, waiting for the lab results to come back, for Claire's name to be called, for the drugs to drip into her veins, waiting for remission, waiting for news, good or bad. Now they are waiting in one of the exam rooms in her oncologist's office, on the bench beside the empty countertop where he will plunk down his laptop, open the lid, tilt the screen toward them. Wesley is sitting nearest the counter so his body will be between hers and the doctor's numbers. The verdict. She aims her eyes out the window. The September light has just begun its slow fade from summer bright, and its gentle cast gilds the edges of the buildings downtown. Claire has never grown to love Spokane, has never come to think of it as her home. It is too obviously fallen from grace, a city with grand but dilapidated architecture and residents who speak fondly of a golden age none of them remember. And the mountains in the distance are so small. Claire misses the mountains in Black River, their immediacy and immensity. These hills are shades of what she left behind. "I hate this fucking clog," Wesley says quietly. The first time she's heard him swear in 30 years of marriage. Claire looks. An ugly red plastic rim, a pharmaceutical logo emblazoned across the face. "I suppose it was free," she says, but she knows what he means. It's a loud clock. The hand moves audibly, every second sounded. Gone. She doesn't worry about him. He knows how to endure. "They could be wrong," Wesley says in the truck on the way home. They're at a red light, and the engine idles so loudly she has to strain to hear him. He says, "There are other doctors. Better, maybe." "We've seen them," Claire says. "Seattle. A bigger hospital, more doctors with more letters after their names. More treatments that weren't quite effective enough. We knew this was coming, Wesley. We might find someone still willing to try a second transplant." "I'm not," she says. "Willing." Her doctor was kind but honest. He used words like terminal, palliative, hospice. Claire can almost see Wesley turning the conversation over in his mind, looking for the loophole. The sun is on his side of the car and it slices through the window, bright on his skin. Sweat beads above his upper lip, darkens the hair above his ears. She is cold all the time now, but she says, "It's getting a little warm in here," and he cracks the window.